Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are here to learn how to make jewelry with polymer clay. And this is our very first Christmas class of the season. We're making cute holiday jewelry out of polymer clay with lots of other elements on it. My name is Stephanie Menor, and I'm here representing Blue Moon Studio. Let's learn about polymer clay. Let's switch to the top-down camera. Take a look at some of the pieces that we're going to be making today. We have two sets of earrings and a pendant necklace. And the earrings, these candy canes, are so cute. Let me just hit some buttons here. So cute, so easy to make. You can make them in the traditional red and white. We're going to show it to you in green and white today. Move those off to the side. And we have some cute little wreaths with some dangly bits here. So we'll show you how to do all of those parts. And finally, let me move this off to the side. And finally, we have our Christmas tree. We're going to show you a whole bunch of options to customize a Christmas tree pendant to your taste. So we'll show you some different options of adding the baubles, adding the garland, adding the topper. And all right, let's talk about what you need. If you're crafting along with us, welcome. We love to see it. We are using polymer clay. So we're going to be using some clay, some things we only need a tiny little bit of, like our little gold star on top of the tree. So I just have a little tiny piece of yellow, kind of goldish. This clay that we're working with starts like this, which might look a little different than some of the clay that you've worked with in the past. So we'll talk about that. This clay, all the cutters, all the texture sheets, all the tools that we're going to be using today will be found at Michael's in the jewelry making department or on michaels.com. And a little birdie told me that some of this is on a really good sale right now. So you might want to look at that. Let's look at tools. So these are some of the tools that you're going to be using. In fact, this is a set of tools. This is like a basic tool set. We're going to be using a lot of these. In this little case here is a razor blade. You have your sharp tool, a bunch of plastic tools, and a ruler. A roller, very important to have that. We have a bunch of cutters over here for cutting different shapes out of our clay. This is going to turn into our Christmas tree. And my cutters have some cornstarch on them because I use this to dip the cutter first so it doesn't stick in the clay. I'm going to use that cornstarch here and there. We have glitter, we have beads, we have findings, we have all sorts of little stuff that we're going to bring out to finish these pieces up. But the first supply we're going to start with is a little ceramic tile. This is just from the home improvement store, and they're super cheap. They're under $1. I have a bunch of these, so I kind of like this small area to work on, and then I switch it out for the next project. So we're going to start with this. And the first color we're going to work with is white. And I'm starting with white for one reason, and that is because my hands are clean. If I started working with these dark greens and glitters and all this stuff, my hands, no matter how many times I wipe them off, they would still have a little bit of green. And you can see even working with the white, it does transfer to your hands. That's just natural. That's going to happen, which is why, if at all possible, you want to try to work with your white colors first. All right, so what you're seeing me do here is called conditioning of the clay, and that's just working it back and forth with your hands until it's nice and pliable. And I am going to roll this into a little ball and kind of press that down. And I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch to the top of that, just like you would add flour, you know, to your rolling pin. This is just so it doesn't stick. Here is the rolling pin, and you can see I scrubbed this thing like the Dickens, but it still has a little shadow on it of the different clay colors that you use. So it is natural. That is going to happen. I also like using these tiles so I can turn 90 degrees. And we are rolling this out to thinner than 3 millimeters. We want this about, I don't know, about 2 millimeters thick. Okay. And then we're going to bring in our first cutter. We're going to use this one. This is going to create the wreath. And we are going to use something that I didn't mention, which is this texture sheet. This, I have a bunch of cornstarch in here because I was practicing for you guys. So the texture sheet adds texture. Let me show you a piece of clay that's already baked with texture in it. See, it can make these patterns. And so the texture sheets sold at Michael's, they look like this. They're flexible. They're double-sided. So you've got this scroll pattern, and then you've got this kind of like pebbly pattern on there. And I like to use a paintbrush with my cornstarch and just, I don't know, just brush that in there. Can brush that on top, especially with these texture sheets. You do not want to have to pick clay out of these tiny little crevices, so definitely use cornstarch. All right, we are going to lay this down and roll over top of it. Now, I want to keep this texture sheet from shifting. So I want to hold it down with my fingers and roll with the other hand. And it's going to feel a little bit awkward, but trust me, you do not want this thing shifting because it will give you like a double image. And you want to press fairly hard on this. I love the look of clay that has a deep texture imprint in it. And that's what you get. Lots of fun textures available. We chose this one. You can kind of see it there. And now I'm going to dip this cutter into a little more cornstarch. That's why everything I have is covered in cornstarch. And you can see through here and you can place it exactly where you want it to go. And then just press down. Because this is a circle cutter, sometimes I like giving it a little twist too before I pick up. Of course, you wouldn't be able to do that with any shape, but that works with circles. And then I just weed out what I don't want. I'm going to reuse this white in just a bit. And then to get that little inside piece out, I can use my my sharp cutter here, not cutter, my sharp tool, and just get that out. Come here. Might need to use a different tool to do that. And just, I'm trying to be careful not to mess up that inside edge. And getting all that out. And I can go in and just make sure I've got it cleaned up here. There's a little hanging off, that's fine. We can bake it like that. So speaking of baking, polymer clay is a clay that you have to bake. There are a lot of clays out there in the world. This is one that has to go into your oven. 250 degrees for 20 minutes. So at this point, if you are crafting along, you should have already turned that oven on, get that preheated. But to make that shape is as simple as that. Now, if I would need to transfer this to a baking sheet, I can. But the great thing about working on these ceramic tiles is I can just put it directly into the oven. So I don't need to worry about trying to transfer this. So I am going to actually, because I want to work all of the white things first, I'm just going to set this aside for just a minute while we start on the candy canes. So I'm going to come back to that and show you how to make the holly leaves out of green. So I am bringing a new clean ceramic tile and a piece of white. So in this case, we want to create a snake. Okay, if any of you guys have made like homemade pasta, like gnocchi or something, this is how you do it. You roll it out. And so I'm just trying to get it semi-even. But to get it really even, you want to use some type of a flat thing, a flat surface. This happens to be one of our other tools, and this is a thickness guide. So you can like roll out, like when you roll out a pie crust, helps you get the whole thing the same thickness. But we are using this in a little different way, which is like to burnish that little snake that we made, and it just makes it just about perfect. Okay, so that is our white piece. We need to do the same thing with some green. So at this point, I'm going to pull out this green clay. I mentioned before that it looks a little bit different than clay that you're used to, and that is because this is sold in the jewelry making department as a slab. So we've got solid colors like this, but we've also got some patterns. So if you've never worked with patterned clay, the pattern is all the way in there. And you do have to work with it a little bit differently because you can't condition this clay, because that would just get rid of all those gorgeous patterns. So you want to just roll that out and use it. Now with solid clay, we do want to condition it. So you saw me take this directly out of the package. I am just gonna start to condition this. So part of conditioning is I'm heating it up. So the warmth of my hands is heating it up. If you have a pasta machine that you have dedicated to polymer clay, that's sort of like, I don't know, a next level purchase. You'll notice I'm not using a pasta machine in any of this. And so if you're into it, you can try a pasta machine. You can roll it through a pasta machine. That helps to condition it, and you can get it really, really thin like that. But I'm just doing the old-fashioned way with my hands. You can see a little bit of greens getting on my hands. Part of that is due to dry winter skin, but you know. And as I see any little bits, I'm kind of just cleaning those up. All right, I'm gonna take a little piece off, making a snake. And I want to make it about the same size as I did the white one. And I can see that I have too much. So let me cut that off and just work with this piece. Then when I have it about what I want, which I'm going to cut that off again, and I can also pull it a little bit. Then I can burnish it. And that just but that's okay. It's going to be all right. Okay, now I want to put these two things together. So I'm going to hold both of them, and I want to keep the ends away from each other. And so I'm using this hand, my left hand, to kind of keep the ends away from each other while I twist with my right hand. And just slowly twisting this. kind of keeping my twists about the same distance from each other. You do not have to make this too perfect because we will be doing more stuff to this. Okay, so something like that. And I can already cut this off. I have my razor blade. This comes in the basic toolkit. I'm just going to cut that off, save that for another day. And now I'm going to burnish this again. So what this does, this will kind of turn those two pieces into one. And if I see areas, like see how this area is a little more tightly twisted, and this isn't, I can just twist this. And that's how you can make your candy canes a little more on the perfect side. We're not going for true perfection here, guys. This is a handmade thing. Making it with your heart. Okay, that's about what I'm looking for. Okay, now this part, at this point, you can do a lot of things with this. You could make a hoop earring that goes all the way around in a circle. But what we're doing is we're making a candy cane. And so I'm going to situate it this way.
Yeah, guys, I'm not sure what happened, but I am keeping my eye out to see if she logs back in. So sorry. So sorry. I know she's had some issues with her Zoom
Hi,
app.
can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. You're kind of your picture is sideways.
Oh gosh. Okay.
There's your
Let me
fairly
see if I can fix
cute.
that. Hi everyone. I don't know what happened. I got kicked out. But I'm back. Don't panic, Stephanie. Don't panic. All right. So what's happening here?
So right now, I don't know if your phone just see if we can turn your phone. You may have to bring it back up and give it something to focus on so that we can get it to go back into landscape instead of portrait.
Yes, let's try to do that.
There we
Oh,
go.
did I do it?
And so I think your volume went back up because it's causing you to have an echo again.
Okay. Did we do it? Did we save the day?
The picture is fine. Like I said, now you just have an echo. So it's possible the volume may have went back up when it kicked you out.
Okay, how about now? Is there an echo? There is. How about now?
Yeah, just a little bit. So your overhead, I mean your camera, it let's mute the sound on, let me see. Did that work? Try say something now.
Check, 1, 2.
Something is, hold on. It's still muted. I mean still unmuted. Oh, what am I? Try again.
Check 1, 2.
There we go. I think that's better.
Whew, okay. Who's sweating? I'm sweating. All right, we got it. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. We got through it. You're still here. All right, let's go. Okay, so we have our little candy cane here twisted. And so you want to wrap it around something. And I found just the perfect thing to wrap it around is a little Sharpie marker, like placed like this. And we're going to wrap it around this way. Let me move this up a little bit. Like that. And then take that away. I'm going to bring in the razor blade and then cut it wherever you want it to go. I think I want mine about right here. We're also going to cut this down here. That looks about right to me. And then this is ready to go into the oven. And again, it's better for me if I don't touch it because I'll mess it up. And I can just put this directly into the oven. But if you do need to transfer it to another a baking sheet, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Did I get disconnected?
No, but it looks like it's still connected, but I'm not for sure why it keeps popping you off. Like I said, that's one thing about when Zoom decides it wants to update before a class. So once again, just try to adjust your camera.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, technical issues.
There it goes.
Okay. We're back. Okay, so this is ready to go into the oven. Now, if you did need to transfer it to a baking sheet, for example, like if you're working on this on something on a sheet, something that's not bakeable, you want to use your blade here to scoot under it, scoot, 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 pick it up and move it somewhere. Okay, so that is the easiest and best way to do that. And I'm going to scoot this over here. And through the magic of Zoom, I have one that I baked earlier. So this is baked, this is out of the oven. And I made this one skinny, and I'm actually afraid that I made it too skinny. We can compare that with this one that I just made. See how much skinnier this is? I deliberately made this one thicker because I'm worried in this next step. I'm just going to pick this up with my fingers about connecting it, but we're going to try it and see. From the top, you can see how thin that is. Okay, good question. How long to bake? It's 250 degrees for 20 minutes. That's exactly what I baked this. And let's look at our example earring. You can see this one has a little bit of a tighter twisted coil. But we need to drill a hole in the top there. You can see once it focuses to accept this jump ring. And that's how we connect our ear wire to it. So it's that part of it that I'm a little worried that I got this too thin, but let's try. So here is a little hand drill. This has a 1.5 mm bit on it. And we want to put that bit through the front of it this way. So you want to find where you want that top to be. And I have a very small space to work with here. Yeah, it's very hard to keep that. Let's try. Yeah, I thought this would happen. So this is the danger of making your candy cane a little bit too thin, is that in drilling the hole, it'll want to come apart. But I can show you with this one. So you're going to drill the hole, and then you're going to use a jump ring to put through there and to connect to your ear wire. All right, so sorry about that, guys. All right, let's scoot back to this project. This one, we need to make 2 little leaves to go on the top of that. A question in the chat, were you drilling the hole before or after it was baked? After it was baked. I prefer to drill all of my holes that I need after I bake it. I can just get a very perfectly drilled hole that way that's the same every time. So I prefer to do it after it bakes. We can try to do it before it bakes. We'll see what happens. So here's that candy cane. So if I wanted to do it before it bakes, the problem is I can pierce it and I can kind of scooch it around, but it's not a very uniform hole, and the back of it is not very uniform as well. I can see where it pokes through. Okay, so you can make your holes before it goes in the oven, but it's a little harder to do. Okay, so back to this one, we need to make some leaves. And for that, I want green. So here is that same green that I used to make the candy cane. And I had conditioned that a little bit, but just from sitting off to the side, it got a little hard again. I need to condition that a little bit more. And then I just want to set it down. I'm going to use a little bit of cornstarch. And I'm going to roll that out. So for this, we're creating 2 holly leaves. And we, instead of using a texture roller, let's see, you guys see a little bit of glitter in there? You know, it's true. Once you use glitter on your work surface, it's like you need to sandblast that stuff off. It gets on everything. I don't mind it though. I like the glitter. That somehow there was glitter on my roller. Okay, so we need a cutter. We're going to start the holly leaf with a cutter that looks like this. Let me wipe my hands off a little bit here. And we, instead of using a texture sheet, are going to create our own texture. We're going to customize this to have that holly shape. All right, so let's dip this in some cornstarch. Pressing that down, dip, dip. And we're going to press that down. And then just weed out the rest of this. So the first thing we want to do is, using our blade, is we want to make the veins. So the first vein is the one that goes vertically. And I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just like making a little cut in there that's barely cut. I wouldn't even, it's not even 1 millimeter. Okay. And then I want to make the little branchy, and same thing. We're just like making a little, we're just pressing into it. We're not cutting it. And these are too close together. So I'm going to use this to move one off to the side. That way it gives me a little more room to work. Okay, so now it looks like a leaf, but we want it to look like a holly leaf. So you want to find a cutter out of your stash that has some round parts to it. And I chose this little daisy cutter, which already has green because I was working with this earlier. So you want to clean your cutters, obviously. I'm just kind of cleaning this out. But this daisy cutter, we're going to use it to cut in, like cut out those jaggedy edges. So I'm just cutting in. like that. And then you have a bunch of clay in here. You want to clean that out. Let's do the other side. Okay, something like that. I'm making sure to just kind of pay attention to the overall outside edge. You can use a tool that's like this. This is a silicone tip here, and that works well to just kind of like clean up edges. If you need to like reshape anything here, you didn't quite cut it. All right, can make this tip a little bit pointier, like that. And you want to do the same thing to the other leaf, of course. And I'm going to show you after it's baked what it looks like. So when I made my wreath, instead of white, I used it with like a lighter green. And then I have a few different leaves here that I made. And I baked them separately, and I'm going to attach them now with glue. So this is exactly how they came off the tray. You can see it still has some cornstarch on it. You might want to, if you use a lot of cornstarch, you might want to give your pieces when they come off of the tray a little bit of a wash in warm soapy water. I just have a damp microfiber towel over here that I'm using to just kind of get any excess stuff off of them. All right, so we're going to place these like this. And I want to be mindful because I do need to drill a hole in the wreath about right here. So let's actually drill that hole first so I can have the placement of it. So 1.5 mm drill about right here. You can see how easily that drills through. It's already gone through, and I just reverse it. And sometimes some clay can get like stuck in there. We just want to clean that out a little bit. Okay. All right, and now we're going to glue. So for this, I have a super glue. This is a gel super glue. I prefer working with gels on polymer clay. They just, I don't know, they're easier to control, to be honest. And we just want tiny little, super glue. A little bit goes a long way. Hello. Let's see what's going on here. This is a brand new super glue. I think I just didn't cut it enough. Yep. What is happening with my glue today? Okay, we're gonna have to switch to another glue. I have another flexible super glue here that I use, but I wanted to try that Gorilla Glue. Here it is. I'm having glue issues. Now my lid of this one won't go off. Not my day today, guys. Nope. Okay, well, my glues are also having technical difficulties, both of them. I can't get the lid off of this one, and this one is not wanting to pour out. But you could use UV resin. That is a good suggestion. However, there's not a good place for that UV resin to adhere without running over. So let's change tactics here. So UV resin is another product that we do classes on, and it is a glue that is cured in UV light. And so I have a UV light here. We're going to change tactics and also at the same time show you how to add a glossy coat. So you can see the way this came out of the oven. It was matte, and that is the beauty of polymer clays. They have the beautiful, beautiful matte coating. But if you don't like the matte coating or you want some things to be glossy, you can use UV resin. And this blue background that you're looking at, this is actually a silicone pad. So my work surface is protected. So this is going to give a glossy coat to my wreath. And I'm just using a wood stick to kind of get this into all of the nooks and crannies of that texture. And before I cure it, I'm going to put my leaves on. Trying to get the angle of the leaves right. And then lock it in. So this is a 9-watt UV light. If you are interested in UV resin, like I said, we do classes on that. It's a super versatile material. Here, I'm just using it as a top coat and an adhesive, but it can do a lot more than that. So I'm going to let that go for a couple minutes while we go to the next step. So let me move this kind of off to the back here. And the next step is we need to create some dangles. These dangles, 3 of them to be exact. And those are used with glass seed beads and head pins. Let me just clean some of this up here. You can see just those few seconds that it was under the light, this has hardened. Okay, so these are head pins. It's like a little nail head here, you can see. And these are glass seed beads. These are size 11 glass seed beads. So you want to take one of those head pins and string 1 bead on that. And then you want to make something called a simple loop. And you're going to need a special pair of pliers for that, called a round nose plier. So you want to situate that round nose plier at the top of the bead, as close as you can get it. And then turn that 90 degrees. So you have something like this. Question from Carolyn in the chat, would you need protective eyewear? I have never used any protective eyewear. I've used UV resin a whole heck of a lot. No problems as far as I know, but if you are worried about that, definitely do that. If you have sensitive skin, you might want to put on some gloves But here we have that. I'll let that go just one more minute. Okay, back here we have this. Now we need to trim off this big end. So we've got this huge piece of wire for one little tiny bead there. So let's trim that. And I trim mine down to about 3/8 of an inch, which is about right here. And then back to the round nose pliers that you situate here at the very tip like this, and then twist your wrist back. And that creates like a candy cane shape. Go back in, keep twisting. Twist, twist, twist until you have a loop at the top. Okay, and you do that several times. We're going to go through this a couple more times with a head pin and a bead. And first you go 90 degrees and trim it. And then from the very tip, twist it back, and then grab it again and keep twisting. And that's how you make this little thing here. All right, one more. Ninety degrees, trim it off. And these head pins that I'm using are very long for this. They're about 2 inches long. So head pins are sold in several different lengths. You would need a very short length for these. Okay, twist it around and grab it again and keep twisting the same direction. You might need to straighten it out a little bit. There you go. Okay, so here is our piece. It has a shiny coating on it. Actually, I need to turn that over. The bottom of it is not cured because it was not facing the light. That's okay. Let's get the rest of our stuff out that we need. We need some earring findings. So there's all kinds of earring findings out there. There's kind of like stud findings or these type of ear wires or little hoops. We're just going to use the classic French ear wire here. We will also need a jump ring. Jump rings come in all sizes. I'm going to skew to the larger size because I know that I need to get through that whole thing. So I want to use kind of a little bit larger. Okay, here we go. So now if you have any extra little bits of resin like this, you can go in with a nail file along the edges there, just to clean that up. You see anything that needs cleaning up? And now let's add our jump ring. So for that, you want to have a pair of pliers. And you find the break in the jump ring and you twist it open like a coil. I'm going to put that through here. And hope that, yeah, there it goes. And now I want to thread on my 3 little dangles so that they fall to the front. 1. This one I need to close up a little bit more. That one still has like a hook end instead of a hoop end. 2. And the last one. And before I close that jump ring, add my ear wire. Ooh, okay, that one gave me some trouble with the glue. Sorry, I just hit you guys. But, and you can decide if you want to go green on green, white on green. This one has a little bit of um, glitter added to the top. That's also a possibility. So it's really up to you. You can also see the difference between coated and non-coated. All right, so we are going to speed through our last project, which is this necklace pendant. So I have a bunch of these that I've made. Let me show you how to get it started though. We are going to want some green. And I'm not sure this is enough. Let me just mix all my greens here together. So for this, we are going to be using a triangle shape cutter. If you have a Christmas tree shape cutter, then good for you. You can feel free to use that. But we're trying to repurpose some cutters that we already have. All right, so I have a little piece of clay here that I want to roll out. Until, that's a little bit. And then you just want to cut down for your tree shape. Weed out. All right, and I'm just going to do this really quickly with your blade. You want to establish some lines. These are going to be like the lines. I'm not cutting all the way through, just making lines. And then on the edges, kind of cutting all the way through, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch, and then flipping up. And that gives you that tree shape. Going in a little deeper on these bottom ones. And then you want to make some tree texture with your blade. Do it with the blade. You can do it with a tool like this, kind of just adding texture. I kind of like adding it right underneath the top row because, oops, undo. Because it kind of, it adds texture, but then it also looks a little bit like a shadow, kind of. All right, so now we get to the fun part. The fun part is decorating. A bunch of different ways. You can decide how you want to decorate this tree. So the first way is as shown in this example, which is adding elements. We've got blue, red, and white little bits of clay. And then this garland is made of clay. And then after it's baked, oh, sorry, for the star's made of clay. But after it's baked, then these pearls are added. All right, so you can do things before you bake it and after you bake it. And I'll show you both ways. So if you want to add ornaments before it's baked, you want to make a little snake of any color that you want. And then I like to use my tool like this to cut off little pieces, little balls. These will be your ornaments. Okay, and then you would pick each ornament up and place it down. Oh, I lost that one. Place it down. I'm like pressing it into the clay as I go. Rolling it into a ball first, and then pressing it into the clay. So that's how to add ornaments before you bake it. I'm going to show you another way to add ornaments before you bake it. So obviously you would not do this all in one tree, but I'm trying to show you a lot of things in one. So the second way to add ornaments before you bake it is to create holes for the ornaments. And I'm not going all the way down. I'm just making like a little hole. And this tool is like a dot tool. This works very easily for this because it has a rounded tip. And you can use a product called Liquid Sculpey. And Liquid Sculpey is liquid clay. So you can think of it like a glue for clay that has to be baked. So I just put a little drop of it there. And then inside each of these little guys, I'm going to try to get a little bit of that clay in there. You don't need a lot. Liquid clay. So this is a way for you to glue things together before you bake it. And I think I saw a question about that. Yes, you can put things together before you bake it. I like to use this Liquid Sculpey to do that because it just makes a really strong connection. So I'm going to use, instead of making clay ornaments, I can use beads because these beads are seed beads. They are glass beads. Glass can go in the oven. Why not? And I think that tweezers would be the best for this. Now I've given them like a little place to go. Let's put that one up here because it's small. Boop. So if you do your ornaments like this, they're a little more like recessed in, but I find it a lot easier than making each individual ornament out of clay. So that's way number 2 of adding ornaments before you bake it. Okay, let's talk about garland. So I have this white garland, well, this white little snake from our candy cane. And this garland, I find it to be very difficult to do it this way because you have to get this snake so thin. And it helps to like pull it to do that. You could also pull it apart. And then you would carefully lay this on there. And cutting at the ends. And carefully lay this on there. If you are a perfectionist, this is going to test you because very difficult to get the garland exactly the same width. Yeah, this is very delicate work, Carolyn. Very, very delicate. And so you could spend all day just doing this. And I'm really trying to rush through this one because we are running out of time. And I have a lot of things to show you that I've already baked. So that is how you would add garland before you bake it. And so you just want to kind of stick these down. I'm pressing them down into the tree so that when these go into the oven, they will bake and become one. Of course, you can add a star to the top of the tree. You just need a little bit of this, roll it out. And use a star cutter. And then I'm going to move this over there by using my blade. And because I already have some liquid Sculpey out, I would actually use that to stick this star on. Okay, and then that would go into the oven. All right, so let's pretend that we did that. I want to show you all the options that I did. So here, this is baked. I used, these ornaments are made from clay, but before I baked it, I sprinkled some glue with a little bit of liquid Sculpey just to get that little sparkle on there. This one I went a little more minimalist, and you'll notice that the clay underneath it is very special. And that is one of those pre-patterned slabs that I showed you before. This is how it started. Pre-patterned malachite is the name of this one. It's on sale right now. So check that out. And I did the recessed method. So where I made the little hole and then a little bit of liquid Sculpey and put a seed bead in each one. And that's all I did to that one. That one's a little more minimalist. And this one too, I started with that malachite slab, added a star and some glitter as snow. This one, I went really minimal. I just kept it plain. This is very much paintable. If you prefer to paint it, have at it. That could be really fun too, but you do want to do that after baking. So for this one, I just made the texture and then I took my 3mm drill bit and started to drill some holes in it. As I thought that I could just take some string and string it right through there. All right, so lots and lots of ways to decorate your tree pendant. But in the end, you do need to hang it. So you want to drill a hole in the top or in the top of your star and use that to add a jump ring. And of course, you can use one of the pre-made chains that Michael sells. They have a lot of them. You want to string this pendant through your pre-made chain and you have a cute little Christmas tree. All right, sorry, I'm going kind of fast here. We are out of time. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. This was a rough one. We had technical issues. We had glue that would not open. So I really, really appreciate you sticking with us. Come to see our next classes, which are holiday themed through the rest of December. And we'll see you the next time. I'm Stephanie Menor. This is Blue Moon Studio. check us out next time, michaels.com, classes and events page, and we'll see you then. Bye.